Continue our fascinating discussion on Yigo's Citrus Festival. Joe San Agustin, Roland Quirigua, and Mayor Rudy Matanani are here. Now, Roland, I want to start with you because it's actually the youth that are getting involved, as I understand it, and you were talking about the planting of seedlings and everything, so the high school up in Yigo is playing a critical part.
Mr. Vernon Camillas has his class over at Simon Sanchez, and also Lolly Thundil is also involved. And so these two teachers are involved by having their students plant citrus that are going to be available for this festival. And what we're also doing is, you know, as this is the beginning and the first, we're hoping that this is going to carry on, and these seedlings will be symbolic as things go down, as things grow down the line. People will remember, oh, I planted this and got this at the first citrus festival. So there's a lot of things that are going to be growing out of this.
Well, certainly the center point of the planning and execution of the strategy is the mayor's office. So, Mayor, what's your staff doing?
Well, I just want everybody to know that the person that's actually leading the education part is Mr. Ventura. It wouldn't be right that we didn't mention his name. The office is supporting with, like I said, the 500 that's ready, and a lot more seedlings that's coming to be disseminated, you know, year round, because this is not just going to stop after June 4th. This is yearly, so please don't forget that. And I was just talking to a lady out there, and she was kind of interested, and I told her, well, you know, you have time to prepare and see what you can do to help us out. There's quite a few places, and the ones that actually are ready to plant, maybe a couple, or you know, certain places like the gym, we're ready to plant like maybe 4 or 5 trees. The senior citizen center. There's a couple of parks that we're going to be planting on, but like Roland said, we have to carefully choose the ones where we're going to start the planting. And like he said again, as far as education is concerned, the children, and we have 5 schools, so we're working closely to try to kind of coordinate everything just right, so we won't be wasting our seedlings. But let me tell you that, you know, like the mission says, it's to celebrate, educate, and cultivate the citrus plants, because you know it's just like our culture. You know, the language is kind of disseminated. You know, we're losing it, and you know, like you said, there's no party that's complete without Joe San Agustin, but there's no barbecue that's complete without Kelaguen.
That's true.
There's no party that you're here in Guam. There's no party that's complete without Kelaguen. And
there are fewer things more true than that.
Yes. And you know, we're here to cultivate and revitalize the citruses that has kept the history here in Yigo about the citrus plant. You know, and that's what we're doing.
Well, Joe, how can people get involved? If obviously there are going to be a lot of people, and like you said, the Yigo community is actually inviting Guam proper to contribute and be part of this celebration. So how can people do so?
Well, if they can call the mayor's office, and mayor's office number is
653-9446,
or they can call 649-0793, and that's John Cruz. He manages Secure Safe. He's the chairman of the vendor committee, and they're waiting for. We've got a pretty good list of vendors going to participate. We're going to have a blast up there. You know, got the zip line, got the rock climber. We got barbecues going to be happening.
Now, how about if there are some people from like an older generation? As you said, you know, there are going to be a lot of kids getting involved with planting the seedlings, but because Yigo is a municipality where agriculture is such a vital part of that community, what can younger generations learn from people who have been planting and raising, you know, planting trees, raising crops for so many generations?
Well, the one thing that we realize is that we used to have so many more citrus plants, not only in Yigo, but around the island. And because of one thing or another, development, and of course pests and diseases, we've lost a lot of them also. So what you can do is you can take this opportunity to come up there and learn about the different types of citrus. And it's important because what we also know is that people call different citrus by one name while somebody else calls it another. And we're trying to differentiate them and put them in the right categories, because there's still this miscommunication. And as we've gone around, some people call, this lemon this and that lemon that. Well, you know what? Let's make that distinction and learn exactly what's the difference between a lemon and a lime, a pomelo and a grapefruit. And those things, will come out at the Citrus Festival. And we're hoping that the young and the old will be able to have something to gather around and have a conversation, as the elders can tell the story about their experience of the citrus. And when I was young, this is what we had. And the younger ones can then carry that on by planting the new seedling.
And that's an absolutely perfect way to end this interview, because it's using the citrus through the great people in Yigo to actually connect generations.
One thing about that, no matter what you call it, it's never wrong. And one thing about getting involved with our Yigo Citrus Festival, we have a website, and you can also get involved with the ops that we're in, and all you got to do is just call David Damian. His number is 488-0112. Dave, I'm sorry, I'm giving out your number.
All right, well, and the website, Jace, just to end it, is jigoguamcitrusfest.wix.com.
All right.
And it's loaded up.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so very much for your information. We can't wait to cover it for you.
Appreciate it.
Please stay tuned. We're back after this.